All right, welcome to the Good Morning Naija show. I would like to start by actually congratulating the good people of Edo State as the Benin monarch don't actually mark a 1-year anniversary since he actually entered the seat as the Oba of Benin. Congratulations to the Oba and also to the people of Benin. I'm a Benin person, so I did very excited. Yay! Now time for us to give you our top story of the day. Very, very interesting top story now we'll actually give you because as of now, according by Informate, 17 governors from Southwest, Southeast, and South-South, they will actually meet for inside Lagos today to discuss national issues and ways on how to make their state very, very cajal. And this meeting, they come after 12 years where they don't first meet. That means you don't say where governors for inside South, Southeast, and Southwest meet. 12 years ago, 9 they meet. Now, part of the agenda of this meeting, where we want to actually discuss, like well today on top of the show, they say they will talk about the issue of armed robbery. People don't thief for inside different states. Nowadays, now masquerade, now with the year for left, right, and center, say that they do some kind of armed robbery waka, they hide under the mask. Cloth. Kidnapping. Now, another issue where the state governors go actually sit down and talk about, they say devolution of powers, they go talk about them, and issues of fiscal federalism, all these points, now waiting they go actually sit down talk about. So on top of the show this morning, we will actually analyze each and every one of them, from armed robbery to kidnapping, because kidnapping, like I say, don't take a very big part for inside all the things that they will actually discuss. Everywhere in the country now, you must say, yes, they kidnap this person. Now, you don't go from kidnapping just the poor man, to just the rich people now, to even the poor and even those in powers. Because we hear of the police officers where they actually kidnap. We don't hear of politicians where they don't actually kidnap. So it don't become like the order of the day. So we'll talk about them. But what I think they're very interesting about today, we say, we could leave our phone lines open for you to actually call and let us know what you think say we fit do for inside Obodo, Nigeria, to actually solve this issue of kidnapping, this issue of armed robbery, this issue of states not being able to generate their own revenue. So we will talk about them well today on top of the show. So call us on top of the phone numbers. If they actually scroll on top of your TV screen, Luchi, and also you can actually give us our phone numbers.
All right, the phone number for you to call is 012-772-195, typing at 012-777-195 or 012-778-195. Our toll-free number there for you to call us, that's 0800 Wazobia TV. Now, talking about this this meeting of
the meeting of the 17 governors
12 years after. Now, a lot of people don't come outside the talk. So even when the governors, as at that time, be meet 12 years ago, waiting be the achievement, waiting them be do, waiting them be sit down discuss at that time, and what is the progress report? Because if person they get meeting, if they get meeting every week, and the meeting that they talk of the same thing over and over again, then you're like a rocking chair. And when we say the rocking chair does go back,
no, I totally understand that.
I totally
understand that. But I don't want to make it dwell on if it worked, if they actually meet 12 years ago, and if they actually work on them. Make we work on waiting they happen now, waiting we feel see. Some states cannot pay salary.
Which was what was happening 12 years ago?
Yeah, it wasn't as worse as it is now.
Yes, you see, they only get worse because we never addressed it properly 12 years ago.
So now, let us address it now. If we always go back
when Nigeria they get, we're having the same issues that we had 12 years ago. It's just that now it is a magnified version.
I totally
and guess
understand.
What? Because along the 12 years, we ignored
but the thing is,
I totally understand.
No matter what we do, that's why when they talk about history, you see, for you to correct it wrong, you need to know what
happened before.
Because we need to know the outcome of what happened 12 years ago. Was there any memorandum where they reached? Was there any working plan? At least a lot of people go tell me, say, Lagos is working. Excuse me. They go say Lagos they work, but not be say because somebody get new plan. They say they get a working plan, a master plan where they follow precept upon precept, line upon line.
Right.
So you get some things where they discuss for that time. We need to know what in they, no matter how you do meeting, see that discussed 12 years ago. There must be a working paper where come out. Abi, where they talk say, okay, these are the plans where we get. How have they worked on that?
Yeah, I mean, you're trying to say how have these states worked on that?
Exactly. How has the states fared?
Yeah?
Because we need to be able to see that all the agreement where they reach for there on issues of security. What was the master plan? What did they plan to do? What did not make their plan work? Or what did make their plan work? Do they want to build on it or scrap it?
And I feel that's part of the agenda of their meeting, because if you see them, like waiting Luchi still talk, armed robbery not be today start, kidnapping like waiting Luchi still talk, not be today start.
Yes.
So it's still part of the plan. Fiscal powers is still part of the plan. True federalism is still part of the plan too.
But we are just tired of the fact that you are not saying anything new. The same thing when Luchi talk. The only thing is that whether we like it or not, when something is called gangrene, that means say na saw where they deep they go. The first time where you wound, if it not paying you, but by the time the wound they chop go inside, now you go tell no say, hey, palava day. Now that 12 years ago, things no worse like this. They no see something do. So what will we do now going forward? This meeting where they want do now, you forget the election years in another 2 years. Where power go change again. These sitting governors will not be the same sitting governors. Where go there by the time where election come and go. So what will happen to the plan?
And you know that 12 years ago,
And
the government
succession.
they did there 12 years ago is different from the ones where actually they
succession,
are now.
just like we always tell you that a government that exists in continuum, maybe we will see a lot of development. But we are not a single party country where they run only one election. We are multi-parties. That means the agenda where PDP get 12 years ago, if you don't change now, even within the party. The agenda where APC get, if you don't change, even within the party. So how does this help us as a people? Now I want to focus, say, okay, what are the cogent things that we want them to really, really focus on?
Let's actually merge armed robbery and kidnapping together. Let's look for within ourselves. Waiting for actually stop armed robbery and kidnapping, because if you hear some people discuss about it, they will talk saying at the level of unemployment in the country,
which is rising daily.
Daily,
because now more people are being laid off.
Yes. So now they actually make people, they actually involve themselves in some vices where actually they cause a lot of badness to the society. But is that the only issue? Is that the only reason why people they actually go into armed robbery and kidnapping?
Honestly, when the country is hard on all sides, it's very, very difficult for people not to find a way out. Look at all the policies where they grant. There are many women that used to sell rice and this. Importation, banning of that one alone. You remember how many women came to cry that some of their goods were stolen, were seized. Seized. Even though we know illegal they there. But you know, we have added them to the list of people who don't get something to do. Because they feed up, pump money inside. Are we talking about our thousands of youths that were churning out of universities every day to join the labor market, and there is no job? Are we talking about workers that have been working for years and salaries have not been paid?
I tell you, because I
Are we
like
talking about...
Imo State governor is there,
Yes.
17, Akwa Ibom governor is there. We have the River State governor there at the meeting, Cross River State governor, Edo State governor, a lot of pensioners are
we talking about that they have not been paid in months? Are we talking about insecurity in some states? Every state has suffered some pockets.
Especially River State, because with the year stories and
so
stories
many
and stories
wahala
and
there.
stories.
No, but we're not surprised to say
Even the effect even go River State recently, there's coffee right now.
Yeah.
8 o'clock, don't be out.
We are not surprised that there's insecurity in the northern part of the region, but these leaders that are meeting are from south, southeast, and southwest. Now, some people on the other hand, they look... but some people on the other hand, they say, why is it only a certain region of the people?
You shouldn't go to that extent.
No, I just, now people have some school of thought, they come outside,
everybody
is being affected by the things that they're talking about.
Maybe they will tell you that maybe the governors of the North too can have another forum. This is addressing their own. I'm even looking at the big issue of every state not being able to generate their own income.
Yes.
If we look at that as a problem, if states cannot generate income, we all go to the federal. And by the time we suck that place dry, there will be nothing. That's one angle you discussed it recently, that how we are in state of debt. We read it. All of us read it individually. That every state is owing. And we are owing as a federal government. We are owing as state.
That because we have a phone call.
We get Michael calling all the way from Lagos. Good morning, Michael. Hello, Michael.
Please try call us. You need to drop our phone numbers again so that they know.
Call us back once again, Michael. And for you, we're just joining the Enter the Show where they talk about the 17 governors we need to meet today for inside Lagos State to discuss so many issues. One of them, tiffy, this one, tiffy, armed robbery and even kidnapping for inside Lagos State. Now, toll-free number for you to call us, now 012-772-195, tapping na 012-777-195 or 012-778-195. Our toll-free number we there to call you, now 0800 Wazobia TV. Please just talk about the situation and not attack anybody.
And the way forward. And if really this meeting will actually produce good results.
We just need everybody to start to put their thinking cap on.
We have to.
Honestly, there are many things that I know that is not rocket science. There are some wisdom we will feel borrow from other places. How did these people do it? How did that people do it? As long as we are dependent on oil only, imagine that we are making as much money from manufacturing and tourism and agriculture as we are making from oil. Do you know that we will not have so much problem? Our debt profile will go down because we are making money from all over. But if we are not, there is no super intelligence that we can talk. The country has to make more money.
No. Every state is blessed with something. Until when we start to look inward and stop relying on Fed. Now, recently on Friday, more states are coming out to say bailout fund.
They want more bailout fund.
We get Covenant from Port Harcourt calling. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, Covenant. Talk to us, please.
Covenant, you're going to need to help us reduce the volume of your TV sets. Turn them down completely and please talk into your phone.
Yeah.
Covenant, we still can hear your television. Please call us. When you call, if you don't put off your television, they give us a hold back and we no go feel hear you well. So please put off the volume of your television so that you can feel hear. Please, you have to call us back.
You just have to, like I would talk, say a lot of states actually they're richly blessed. We need to start, you know, when you do the pamper picking for a very long time, to stand on their own actually they're very hard. So you need to look inwards. People, they always look Lagos State as a
base setter.
You understand, but look inwards too in your state.
All right, at this point, we're going to need to pass a small break. By the time we'll come back, our phone lines will still be open for you to trick your mouth on top of the matter on ground. But for now, on top of the hour, we'll get the news. And when we come back, still on top of the 17 governors we're going to meet today. No go anywhere.
Good morning, Nigeria.
Good morning, sir. Adúpẹ́ mo bóyìnbó.
Ẹ káàárọ̀ ẹ̀yin ọmọ Naija.
Òtútù ọmọ o.
Ndewonu.
Jama'a,
Ndị Igbo anyị.
ina kwanan ku Nigeria.
Ụtụtụ ọma nị. Ndị Nigeria. Unu watch ihe anyị na-eme.
Kuna kallon.
So make you dey listen, make you dey watch every time on top Wazobia TV. Make you dey watch Good Morning Naija. MC Prince, na him talk am.
right, yes, you're welcome back to the Balanced Diet of Entertainment this early morning, and thanks to GBK for that news update, which she don't bring come your donuts. Now, just before we back break, we will talk about the meeting, the 17th state governors meeting where they want to get today, and this one at 12 years after a similar meeting be shared for inside Nigeria. Now, the governors from the southwest, the southeast, and the south-south. Now, they come sit down and say they want to discuss things where they share it to us or where they affect our economy and even the people of Nigeria, that in our country. Now, some of the things where they say they want to discuss now, from kidnapping to armed robbery to even the fiscal, the fiscal, I beg your pardon, ma talk according to ACB, the issue of fiscal federalism, amongst other things, we don't they prominent of late. And of course, we get Ben Akede with us, our in-house analyst. In there with us also Chukmouth on top of this one. But we're going to need to let you know, say our phone lines are officially open for you to call us. Feel free to check your mouth on top of this meeting and the way forward. We need solutions as to why our state, they owe pensioners salary, as to why our state, they owe even workers their salary, and as to why people for Nigeria decide to just wake up one morning and commit suicide. We'll control numbers now 012772195, tapping now 012777195, or 012778195. Our toll-free number is there for you to call us. That's now 0800 Wazobia TV.
All right, Bernard, good to have you inside the house because we just discussed this issue of the governors meeting. I understand, say, 12 years ago now they actually meet, and Lola was of the opinion that within they discussed 12 years and how they take actually implement some of those discourse. Now, looking at the agenda for this discourse, so the one do now, do you feel anything positive will come out of this meeting?
Well, the only thing we will do now to hope whether positive things will come out, because the last time we didn't get this meeting, still hosted by Lagos State, then the governor of Lagos State now,
Fashola.
no, not even Fashola, now Bola Ahmed Tinubu was then, you know, and then from then till now, all these states where they together, we don't want to attend this particular meeting now. Now you will look the kind of things we've been did those states before, and the improvements will not happen now. Now, don't be saying significant improvements don't come into all these states. Yeah, some kind of small, I don't even call them milestone achievements, just some small improvements now we don't see here and there. But up till now, we still get the major issues. Now, some of these issues are national issues, some of them are state issues. For example, if we say national issues, we say power supply, kidnapping, armed robbery. So even when they come out and talk, say kidnapping and armed robbery, now one of their major things, now national issue, they happen everywhere. Luchi been asked earlier, as I was watching that before, say, how come, say, even the northern states too, they're supposed to do their own meeting? Yes, we know say they get their own, but just as Luchi they talk, these problems na similar problems. Even the northern states too, they feel them. Now, if we talk about other issues like, you know, road networking, like accommodation, like job employment, like education. Now, these one are issues where these states feel contain on their own, in their own way, without necessarily waiting for the federal government to come do anything.
But how can they contain it?
Exactly.
Let's talk about the road issue now. We know the crisis between federal roads and even state roads. Let's talk about, you mentioned one, unemployment. How can these states actually solve the issue?
Now, some of these states, like Lagos State now, don't they try create, you go here, say Lagos State, they try create jobs for 5,000 youths, for this 1,000. If you notice now, they get some kind of security, shall we call them security watch or uniformed vigilante people, like security people. If you look for inside this VI, go to some people where they wear some kind of uniform like this, they hold some baton, some they ride bicycle, some cars. Now part of the whole, part of the empowerment for youth for inside Lagos State, like they create jobs. It be like a neighborhood watch, you know, so to speak. Also, they get all this hand skill training with Lagos State government for each local government they try to do for different people. Now part of the improvement with some states they do for their own people.
All right, Ben, are you going to need to hold your gunpowder? We get Kelechi calling all the way from Lagos. Good morning, Kelechi.
Yeah, good morning. This is Apostle Kelechi on the line.
All right, you're welcome to the show, sir.
Us, please.
Yeah, my contribution is this. This is a good 12 years holding that meeting. My statement is this. The current governors are not doing well. The current leadership are not doing well. Please, let us be realistic to ourselves. These people are just deceiving themselves, embezzling the money, and not giving us a good reasons and a good future for this Nigeria. The Nigerian masses are suffering. We have no future.
So what do you think be the solution where the leaders, our leaders, fit to do to make Nigeria better?
The leaders are deceivers. Now, the solution is this. Let us go back to the confirm, implement that confirm. That's something that will move Nigeria forward. They should go back to the confirm and move Nigeria forward.
All
Nigeria
right,
is
thank
not going
you.
anywhere.
Thank you very much, Kelechi.
Until they
Thank
realize
you.
the youth of the masses, to make sure the masses have a future, to make the future of the masses as meaningful. That's why the better of Nigeria will come.
Thank you very much, Kelechi. Thank you. Kelechi, they talk about the confirmed reports and they need to implement them.
Excuse me, the reports of the confab and the implementation of that one, you know, see the confab, when the president, Goodluck Jonathan, been there on seats, now we be host that confab. Now, many
And this
people
current
don't
administration is saying they are not even going to touch
exactly.
it
Now,
all
because
at
many
all.
people don't come out, don't complain. Say, first of all, the representation of that confab say they don't even agree with the representation. If you remember, when they say, we know already, say, a vast part of the Nigerian population are youths in Fulham. But how many youths were able to be represented at the confab? And we've been seeing images, we see pictures, we see footages of people who have been asleep during that confab.
And the amount of money that was spent.
And the amount of money that was spent. So many people don't lose faith for that confab. So even to say to go to that confab right now, not be everybody share that particular opinion. Now to come back to waiting who been the talk, how can we do all these things to create jobs? Now the state government, they're supposed to say a lot that they into what they do. Now everybody knows that these states themselves no fit create jobs for people.
It's not even the responsibility of the state government or the federal government to create jobs. Their own are to create enabling environment.
You just took the words out of my mouth. Now, it's not their responsibility to create just creating jobs, but to create the environment. Now, what I just want to be that create the environment that is enabling. And how do we start? First of all, more look into education. State, I even surprised, say, among the top things where they mention, say education not even there. The very beginning, where I feel, rather than talk about kidnapping and armed robbery, we know say those ones are menace to the society.
Yeah.
But first of all, you can trace everything to education. Where people that are not well educated, they don't get enough jobs, they don't go feel empower themselves. And what's the next thing to jump into? Now crime. You're going to say crime go to increase. So before you even start to crime, like we don't talk before, Chukudi and I for this platform before don't talk. Say na chaos theory. If you say something not spoiled, just follow the line from where it's spoiled back all the way down. You go reach where the thing start from.
But Bernard, when they talk about education, we already have more than 500,000 graduates where they graduate every year. They enter the labor market. A labor market where they're saturated as they speak. Now, we know say last year alone, we had over 60,000 people that were displaced from their jobs. Entering back into that same labor market where they're fully saturated. How education will help?
I'm going to hold you on that. Let's pick Stephen all the way from Lagos. Stephen, quickly talk to us. Time not be our friend. Good morning. Hello, Stephen.
Hello, good morning.
Good morning. So talk to us quickly, please.
Yeah, please, I want to contribute on the issue at hand.
Just go ahead.
Yeah. The meeting of 17 governors deem it very proper this time of around that they can stay and discuss the welfare of the region. And secondly, I don't know whether we are still practicing through democracy. There is a time we should have, we don't even have opposition to address the issues concerning country.
All right. Stephen, I beg you, get any solution where you feel prefer, just in case the leaders they actually watch you or they listen to you as you talk this morning?
Yeah, we should address certain like this terrorism and kidnapping. The security agents should be at alert and they have preemptive measures against issues.
All right, thank you so much, Stephen, for calling all the way from Lagos.
All right, Bernard, any last word? Yes, concerning the...
Okay, well, very quickly, how we say how education they affect? Well, because you talk about the graduates already and the market is already saturated. Well, first of all, if you notice, a lot of the graduates, well, before I even go to the graduates now the quality of education that you talk about. Sometimes you listen to some graduates and you're surprised. You go and ask, say,
did you really go to school?
Graduate.
I know.
Now, that's one. And then apart from that, now, the education we they talk about, not just to prepare the graduate to get white-collar job, but to prepare the graduate to empower himself as well. Now, we they also look. Now, very quickly, my last words, I would like to talk, say, apart from education, now, what me I for like, if they ask me, if the leaders, they hear me now, the governors, they hear me, what I for like me, they do now, to first speak the issues where they common to all of them.
And
if they don't
those?
talk exactly, well, first of all, they don't talk about insecurity. They talk about kidnapping. They talk about armed robbery. I'm not talking about education particularly. It's common to all of them.
The solution of powers.
Exactly, the solution of powers. They should also talk about you know, so many issues where they're supposed to sit down, bring out all their own issues. Like each individual governor bring out the issues where they talk most.
Pertaining to their
exactly.
states.
Then out of all of them, they go gather all these issues and find the ones where they're similar for all of them and start with those ones. So that if they can get a unified solution for all these similar issues, they don't say they don't solve one particular issue. Then before they begin, they enter one individual one for for each state. And by the time they are done, we don't know how long this meeting will last. But by the time they are done, we definitely hope and we pray, say, betterment will come out for all of us because we serve the part of this states.
Very
where
true.
they meet.
And surely we'll give an update concerning the outcome of this meeting of 17 state governors in the South End region.
All right, this now all the time we'll get on top the balanced diet of entertainment this morning. Of course, we're going to give you an update, and tomorrow you will get the official working day of the week with all the gist from the papers, even to our own stories. My name, Naluchi Inobong. Mihige better day.
All right, thank you very much, Bernard. And my name is Turimen Uvi Ehigamuso.
To enjoy more of these our Ubunke videos when you just watch, press this button to subscribe on top of our YouTube page. You go love her.